And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode, the second episode of Digital Voyager. All of you who are excited about the opportunity to keep exploring the universe of emerging technologies, of blockchain, Bitcoin, like I have in my background, crypto, all that good stuff, AI as well. We will do some episodes about that for sure. And this is my continual effort of learning and building in public, fully, completely transparent and open. So today we're going to take a look at something super interesting. And without further ado, we're going to take a look at the base blockchain. All right. This episode is called Unleashing Base. It's an ecosystem that I haven't dived in yet. And so I want to do it here live so that everyone can learn with me and be on the same journey. If you stay until the end of the video, I'm going to show you something very, very special that I'm working to do and how I'm going to combine all my efforts with the Digital Voyager live show that I do every day, and how you as a viewer, you can start to participate and we can create a relationship thanks to all the tools that crypto and blockchain provides us, and to build something that is more than just me doing live shows and you watching. And yeah, you just need to stay until the end of the video. That's all I'm going to say. If you're watching a recording and you just want to skip ahead, that's fine. If you have a second, you can see up above me, there's a little QR code. That's for you to follow us on Farcaster. I am very bullish on the Farcaster social media. It's an alternative to Twitter. And if you want to join me there, that would be incredible. All right, so what is the base blockchain and why I'm so interested in it? And to me, like to understand this, you have to go back to the point a few years back. Binance, the biggest crypto exchange there was, they decided to create their own blockchain to be able to provide different kinds of services and create an ecosystem. And they decided to create their own L1. Now, fast forward a couple of years until the present, and Coinbase, the other largest crypto exchange, decided to take the same steps, but instead of launching their own layer one with their own token and have to bootstrap an entire ecosystem by themselves, they decided to launch as a layer 2 of Ethereum. This is it's an opposing. It shows the difference of the views from these two companies and the difference in how they are approaching they creating their own network, decentralized network. So to me, that is something that just to have those two views contrast with each other. And now we have the BNB chain and we have the base chain, and we can see the difference and we can watch these two ideas battle it out in real time. That to me is super exciting. I'm a very curious person, and I am driven by stuff like this, and I just want to learn, understand, and I want to play around with it. I want to test it. I want to experiment with it, and I want to do it live so that everybody can see. So we're going to take a quick look at what how Base is presenting itself to the world by going to the website base.org. So here they're pretty much branding themselves as a place where you can build all the stuff that we're used to seeing on blockchain: games, bridges, stablecoins, dexes. So it's pretty much like it's not a specific chain. It's like a generic chain where you can build potentially anything. Of course, it's an Ethereum L2, so they're not their own ecosystem. They're not completely separate, and they're driving their security from the ETH L1. Because it's built as an L2 with the security and stability from Ethereum, and of course, you pay less fees. We're gonna do some transactions in real time, so we will see exactly how much we are paying in fees. So you get the EVM environment, pretty much everything that you can do in Ethereum, you can do on Base, just cheaper and faster. That's the promise. And this is something very interesting. It is built on the OP stack. That is the optimism chain. So Base is part of what it's called the super chain. And we'll look at a little bit about that later. Now, it's scaled by Coinbase. This is something that is important for everyone to know, is that Coinbase has created the chain and they are incubating it. But the idea for them is to decentralize as much as possible with time, so that eventually they will no longer be in control of it and the community itself. That's the promise, of course. The best of Ethereum, but 10x cheaper. Well, we will put that to the test. Empowered by Coinbase, Base is built to be the on-chain home for Coinbase products. This is interesting. It's one of the things that makes me interested about this blockchain is that it has a massive company behind it. And no doubt is going to do a lot of incentives for builders and also for people like us that we're just exploring the digital frontiers. And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for people that come into Coinbase early and start experimenting with all this stuff. It could be in the form of airdrops. It could be in the form of incentives that the platforms will start to give out. But I want to be early. I want to test it. I want to experiment and see what I can do with it and how the independent academy, which is what I'm trying to build, can benefit from being an active member of the Base chain. Base is powered by the optimism stack. That's what we were talking about earlier. The most secure and scalable EVM out there. The OP stack is an open source public good that will serve as the foundation of a super chain. So basically, this is what I was referencing before. The OP stack is a set of tools that it makes it much easier for anyone to create their own layer 2 in Ethereum. And because everyone that is using this technology stack, the stack is designed to allow to make them more interoperable. So they're easier for them to interact with each other. And that's what it's called, the super chain. This, like all these different rollups that can connect much easier. On one of our previous videos, we looked at the Sora blockchain to mint NFTs, which is really good, and that's part of the super chain as well. And as we continue to explore in this digital Voyager journey, we're going to see a lot of these different chains. Like this super chain is starting to become a real thing, a very much a real thing. So Base is incubated within Coinbase and plans to progressively decentralize in the years ahead. So that's the goal. We will see if they actually make it happen. A lot of times projects say that they will decentralize and that doesn't end up happening, but hopefully they will be able to. We believe that the on-chain platform is the most important builder platform since the internet online. We believe that the on-chain platform should be open source. That's very good, free to use, and globally available. I can stand behind all of that. All right, so that's basically what how they present themselves. It's a nice little intro. Doesn't tell us a lot of like real use cases, but that's if you go up here and you can go into the ecosystem, and we can pretty much see almost, I believe, every single dApp that it can be used in Coinbase on Base right now, from bridges, DAO, DeFi gaming, infra, NFT, on-ramp security, social wallet, and exchange. We will explore this in due time in different episodes of the Digital Voyager. Today, the one thing that I am mostly focused on is I want to be able to bridge into Base from another L2, bring some funds in, and just do something just to test the waters. This is going to be only an introductory live stream. And stay until the end because I have an announcement. So when I'm looking at, okay, how do I bridge into a new ecosystem? I want to participate, and I'm very interested in finding ways that I can measure my activity, especially when we consider how the marketing is done in Web3, which is instead of a company raising funds, hiring a marketing agency, and then just release a bunch of ads. A lot of what it's happening now has to do with airdrops, and it has to do with incentives and ways that, because everything is on chain, companies can keep track of how much every single user is actually using the chain and the tools, and then they use that information to reward those people. So I'm trying to see how I can maximize that and see if we can get some funds flowing into the independent academy to keep the whole thing going. That is the main thesis that I want to test out in public, see if this can actually happen and it can actually work. I believe it will. And in order to do that, I found this interesting website, which is called Intract. We saw it on the last video. We did a little bit of an overview. It's basically a website where all the projects can list certain tasks and certain campaigns for you to do, and you accumulate XP. And that XP is what I'm talking about. It's the way that they are tracking how much you're interacting with the platform. And then when it comes to the point to do an airdrop or to do whatever, having a lot of XP could be a big factor. So since I already want to use Base and I want to experiment with it, I'm going to do it in a way that also gets me the XP. Why not? 2 for 1. So on intract.io, if you're watching this on YouTube or on LinkedIn, you can find the link below. There is a base, and this is a weekly. It's a weekly set of challenges that you can perform, and you can get points and experience. So I'm going to click on it, and it tells you that in order to complete this week set of challenges, you need to complete a quest, you need to do a swap via the Intract website, and you need to mint an NFT. So today we're going to do these 3 things. First, we're going to complete quest, and we go into the set of quests. Now, because we're just new in using Base, we don't have any tokens. We don't have any Ethereum on the Base L2. So the question, of course, is, well, the first thing that we need to do is we need to bridge into Base. Luckily for us, I've been looking at the quests, and there's actually a quest that we can use to bridge our funds in. So it's perfect. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look for what is it? Symbiosis is the name. Yes. So this is an interesting bridge that allows you to move funds around from different blockchains. I am really interested at it because I am an ambassador for the Rootstock blockchain, which is an EVM that uses Bitcoin for paying fees instead of Ethereum. So it's an interesting twist on the EVM chain. And Symbiosis just integrated Rootstock into their systems. So that's something that I really want to test out, Symbiosis. I haven't done it yet. So we see that our missions within Symbiosis in Base is that we can bridge ETH from Linear to Base, from Arbitrum to Base, CK Sync, Optimism, or Mantle. And also I can supply $10 into the USDBC pool. That's a bit of a mouthful. All right, well, I'm going to do this one because I have some funds in Mantle that I need to bring in. So which one is swap $10 of USDC from Mantle to ETH on Base? Very, very well. We're going to do that. So we're going to launch the Symbiosis bridge. It's a very, very, like, if you are used to using cross-chain bridges, you're going to start to realize that they all look very much similar. And okay, we're transferring from Mantle into Base. Now, our problem is that right now we don't have any USDC. I have funds on Mantle, but they are all the Mantle native token. So the first thing I need to do is I need to get my hands on some USDC on Mantle. So let's go to One Delta. This is a very good if you're using Mantle, which is a blockchain that I'm very, very interested in, and I'm going to do more videos on it later. But basically, disconnect wallet. Mantle, just a quick overview. It's a layer 2 that still connected to my other wallet. Damn it. Well, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do this on the other window. Don't go anywhere. I just don't want. I have one public address, which is for all the stuff that I do in this show. Again, I want everything to be open, so I want people to be able to see and to be done like completely transparent. And then I have another one, which is more for my own personal stuff. So I'm just going to quickly remove all the connections. I'm going to swap back to my usual one. I'm going to refresh, and then it should all be good. Now I'm going to connect our MetaMask. So yeah, Mantle is wallet config missing. All right, I'm on a different chain. That was the problem. That's the issue with all the layer 2s on Ethereum. You have to be on the right layer at the right time. So hold on, that's my other wallet. That is not the one I want to be here. Disconnect. Everything is done live. Everything is done transparently. This is the digital Voyager. But yes, you can already see that having all these layer 2s does make it a little bit confusing. You have to keep swapping back and forth, make sure that you're on the right one. Like that's not the right one. It keeps connecting to the other one for some reason. Okay, now you start to annoy me. Really, really annoy me. Let's make sure that we are disconnected from everything on the other one. Connected sites, disconnect. All right. Now swapping back to Independent Academy account. We're gonna refresh. And please don't give me any more trouble. All right, so for the last time, the thing that makes Mantle different than the other ones is that the entire blockchain has been created from the ground up by a DAO. So we have read that Coinbase is trying to decentralize the platform over time. Finally, thank you. It worked now. Well, Mantle is already very decentralized. The whole thing was created and is run by a DAO. They have lots of interesting things happening at the moment that we will look more at in the future. So I'm just going to bridge maybe $20, start low. If we happen to need some more, we will do that in the future. Okay, so 20 mantles are $15. So let's do 25 mantle. It's pretty much 19. And we're going to turn them into USDC. So yeah, one Delta is a great place to trade and swap everything on the Mantle layer 2. And we're going to do our swap, and we will see how one of the great things about Mantle is that the fees are cheap and the transactions are very, very quick. So waiting for confirmation. Here we see that our estimated gas is 0. It's so cheap that it's 0. Now, it's not really going to be 0. I spoke with the Mantle team because I kept saying them, look, like my MetaMask is telling me it's going to charge me 0, but it's always charging me a few cents. And they told me that for the time being, the visualization within MetaMask is not showing the right amount. So there's something that's not taken into consideration, but it'll only be a couple cents per transaction. And the transaction already went through, and we already have our USDC there. So again, almost instantaneous. Pretty good. So now that we have that, we're going to go back to the Symbiosis app. And actually, let's open it back on the Quest section. I'm going to go to swap. And now we can finally bridge our USDC into base. And we're gonna do max, which is 19.5. And this is the cool thing. I'm gonna send USDC, but on base, I'm gonna receive Ethereum. So in the middle, as the funds are bridging out, they're gonna be swapped from USDC into ETH, which is great because if I were to just send the USDC, then on base I will not have any funds to pay for the fees, and my funds would get stuck, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna do that, and now I'm gonna approve the USDC. Price impact is a bit over 1%. It's not ideal, but that always happens with bridges, unfortunately. You will always lose a little bit. Now we're gonna set our max cap. Again, transaction fee 0.000003. It's gonna be a little bit more than that, but very cheap, very, very cheap. And now the funds are on their way. I'm gonna open my MetaMask. I'm gonna swap into the new base blockchain and see the funds arrive in real time. And then we're gonna complete our missions. Okay, here we have base. At the moment, we still have 0 ETH and the activity shows no transactions. So it's still very much on its way. Balance showing 0 Ethereum. Yeah, so this first episode is going to be a little bit basic, just bridging the funds in, doing our first interactions. We have the big announcement at the end, but then once we have this $20 here, in future episodes, we're going to start to play around more with all the stuff that you can do in Base and in the Optimism superchain. All right, we're going to see if I can claim the quests. Mark as complete. All right. I can add liquidity to the pool. Yeah, I can do that. We can see how that works. And then at the end of the video, I can remove the liquidity. Basically, how the liquidity works is you add your tokens to the bridge, and then you're helping with the transfer of funds, and you can earn by doing so. Switch to the pro mode to get more options. All right, let's do that. Switch to the pro. You have to do this on BNB, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I think we can close the symbiosis chapter. We've seen how to move funds from one to the other. Still waiting to receive them. This is the only problem with the bridges. They are a bit slow sometimes. Wallet mismatch. We're gonna close that. Base ecosystem. Close this one. All right, let's see. Now that we mark this one as complete, we should be able to come here and verify. We couldn't verify your on-chain activity. All right, let's do a refresh. Again, we're seeing everything in real time. This is how the magic happens. I have this one completed. It has my address, so it should work. Where are we? Where is Base? Let's go down, 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 down. Base. Complete a quest? No. Verify. You couldn't verify my on-chain activity. Does it not have my wallet? Yes, it does. Interesting. All right, let's do a swap. Let's do the other task, and maybe we can at least get that one approved. That would be nice. I'm gonna select base. So this is the swap mechanism within Interact, and it's good if you need to swap one asset for another. You can cross chain or do within the same chain. Let's see if our Ethereum is here. ETH for Rocket Pool ETH. Yeah, we can try that. Please connect your wallet. I thought my wallet was already connected. Confirm. Okay, this is starting to annoy me. Let's do another refresh. Login required. Use MetaMask. Okay, let's go on base. USDC 0. Let's see our Ethereum. You are low on gas. Use refuel to get gas. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see what refuel is. The Bungie exchange. Okay. You can. It's another bridge to transfer from Ethereum to Optimism, right? But my funds are not here. Interesting. Running on some technical issues here using the symbiosis bridge. If I switch to Mantle, do I still have my funds here? Do I need to bridge them again, maybe? Let's find out. I am determined. I need to be able to do this. It should not be too difficult. All right. I'm on Mantle now. I'm looking my balance. Yeah, I have. It seems like I have all my my funds still on the Mantle network. Update rates. I'm gonna do this again one more time, and it should work. It should be able to work. This is making me look very, very bad. I don't like it. Okay. So for some reason, the swap didn't go through. I don't know why, but that's what happened. We're gonna do this one more time. We're gonna send the transaction, waiting for the transaction to be mined. We need to wait for 10 block confirmations. 10 blocks confirmations are gone. Now we're getting the ETH on base. Okay, so clearly I did something wrong in the beginning. It didn't work. But again, the whole point of this series is that you can see all this stuff happening in real time. You can see what goes wrong and how to fix it. And you can see me panicking as well, which is, I'm sure it must be fun for all of you. Getting ETH on base. Come on, give me my Ethereum. I want it. All right, while we are waiting, I'm going to show you something that I've done on our last video. We actually minted our first NFT on the Solana blockchain. And we used a protocol called Underdog that you can claim the NFT for free, even if you don't have a Solana wallet. You can just claim it with your Twitter account or your Google account or any kind of social. So you don't even need to have a Solana wallet. I think that was pretty interesting protocol. You can check that video if you want to learn how to mint the NFTs there. If you want to claim this NFT that we made, you can just scan this QR code. I'm going to leave it here while we wait for this to complete. Let's check on the Explorer. I'm gonna just make it a bit smaller so it doesn't take too much of the account. So they kind of make it smaller. All right, great. We got it. It took a while, but we have our funds on base. Let's see if we can actually see them. That would be ideal. Come on, MetaMask. Ha. MetaMask, open. Oh no, I closed it. Oh boy. It is, sometimes this can be frustrating. I will not lie to you. Being an on-chain citizen is not all it's cracked up to be. And we got it. We have $18 worth of Ethereum. So we lost $1 on the bridge. Overall, I say that's an acceptable loss. It's not too much. We have 0.006 Ethereum. And now we should be able to claim the completed quest. We should be able to claim it. Couldn't verify your on-chain activity. All right, I hate you too. I'm gonna okay. Still shows 0. You're low on gas. Dismiss. We need to refresh everything so that it actually understands that yes, we have done all this stuff. Use MetaMask. Come on, this is. I did not expect this to take this much time. I will be honest. Base USDC. Give me some. Okay, it's showing now. Great. So I'm gonna change 0.001 Ethereum for some rocket pool ETH. Why not? Review the quotes. Slippage 1%. Confirm the swap. And this is how you swap on Base using the Interact platform. You go to reward, and here you go to swap tokens, and you can swap between the same chain, or you can do cross chains as well. We're gonna confirm, and look how cheap the gas is. Literally $0. That is how things are doing. How fast and cheap it is to do transactions on Base. Now there was an error. But the transaction was successful. So we get a bit of a mixed message, but it was successful. We can see here that now we have 0.0009 rocket pool ETH and a little bit less than Ethereum. So it went through okay. Rocket pool ETH is a liquid staking token in the Ethereum blockchain. If you want to know more about them, leave a message and I can do an episode especially on those. In fact, leave any question that you might have during this video. Leave them in the comments, and then I can make videos to answer those questions. Anyway, now that we have completed those 2 quests, we should be able to claim our Coinbase tasks as completed. Verify. No, it didn't work. Verification failed. Verify. I am not loving this. MetaMask. Okay, now we need to mint an NFT. We can do proof of friendship, proof of respect, proof of crush, proof of love, but these ones are priced. I am just gonna do proof of. Oh, this one is the only one that's free, and it's cap reached. Mint persona NFT and get on-chain proof of all your efforts. Please connect your wallet above. So that's the problem. The problem is that my wallet is not being properly connected to the website. Okay, this is frustrating. I'm gonna go to extensions, manage extensions. I'm gonna take out my Phantom. I think that's causing some issues because every time I connect, it asks me to choose between Phantom and MetaMask. I hope that that's the problem. It's Mint, please connect your wallet to continue. Okay, how do I do that? How do I do that? Primary wallet, confirm. Ah, okay, okay. No, you are very annoying. Very annoying. I can't. How is my wallet not connected, man? Come on. My wallet is very much connected. I'm going to refresh one last time and it has to work. If this doesn't work, I'm closing the stream. All right. All right. Interact, you have failed me live. You have, and you are. I don't like you. Anyway, we're going to finish this episode by doing the thing that I was telling you, the announcement. I'm going to check that off camera. This has been a nightmare of everything that could go wrong, went wrong, but we bridged our funds into base and we're ready for our next challenge. I'm going to finish by going back into Sora. This is a platform that we've seen on a previous episode. I'm going to link with my account. I'm going to move into the Sora blockchain and I am going to mint an NFT that is special for this video. So it's an NFT that is going to be tied to this particular episode of the digital Voyager. We're going to go into Sora. And the idea is this. Every video, I'm going to end by creating an NFT on Sora. And then you're going to be able to collect them. To claim in Sora the NFTs, it's very cheap. It's like $1 or something. And everybody that claims them, we are going to do as a test, as an experiment, we are going to create a DAO. And we're going to create a token that is going to go along with that DAO. I'm not going to sell a token. This is not a way of making money. It's just an experimentation. I want to be able... Okay, now Sora is giving me trouble. I want to be able to mint these NFTs with every episode as we go through the digital landscape. And again, there's going to be times like today where everything goes wrong. There's going to be time where everything goes right. And we're going to put the ups, the downs, and everything's going to be live. And then you're going to be able to keep claiming these NFTs. And when we create the DAO and when we create our own token, our own social token for the Independent Academy, we're going to do an airdrop to every wallet that has the NFTs. That is what I want to do as a test for this digital Voyager crazy experiment of mine. And I want to see if people are interested in this, if we find a way to get you to own a little bit of the journey. And then if my thesis is correct and we start getting some airdrops and some rewards for our on-chain activity, then the token is going to be a useful way for me to spread some of that to the people that are coming in the journey with me. That's my idea. That's what I want to build. A place where people can explore the digital frontier and get something back from it. Again, it's a complete experiment. I don't know if it's going to work, but if you want to come with me, you can. And I'm going to do, there's only going to be 10 available from these ones. So you come and get it. Mint start is now, open edition, mint limit. Oh, this is mint limit per address. Per address is going to be unlimited. Edition size is going to be fixed and it's only going to be 10. Mint start is now. Mint duration, open forever. until these 10 go away. Now we're going to create, we're going to sign the transaction, and it's going to be available for anyone to claim it. And sign. And that's it. The Unleashing base is live on the Sora blockchain. What I'm going to do is, I think there is a way to use this to create a QR code. Wallet. How do you, I know you can do this. There we go. Create a QR code. All right. So just you can scan that QR code and you can get, let me download it and make it a little bit bigger for you. That's it. The QR code, you can go, you can claim. All you need to do is have some Sora, Ethereum on the Sora blockchain. If you don't have any, you can use Symbiosis, the bridge that we saw today. You can use Interact as well. They have their own bridge. And come on the journey, on the digital Voyager with Independent Academy, as we continue to learn how this whole thing works and how we can be effective in it. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully we have a better result. I am very confident that things will go better from here on. Take care, everyone, and see you in the next Digital Voyager.